So, today we're going to tackle the wild, complex, and honestly fast-moving world of artificial intelligence. You can think of it like this huge, uncharted territory, and we're here to give you a map.
All right, let's just jump right in. If you're in this field or, even just trying to follow it, this is the question that probably keeps you up at night, right? New papers, new models, new techniques, they drop almost daily. How in the world does anyone stay on top of it all?
And look, it's not just you. Researchers, practitioners, even the most seasoned experts feel this pressure. It can feel totally overwhelming, kind of like you're trying to navigate a sprawling city with no street signs anywhere. It's pretty clear that just trying to keep up, well, that's not enough. You need a real strategy.
And that's exactly where this comes in. See, to navigate any complex territory, you really need two things: a guide you can trust and a map you can rely on. So, let's find ours.
So first up, our guide. This is Sebastian Raschka, and you don't have to take my word for it. Chip Huon, who literally wrote the book on designing machine learning systems, says he's the guide for your journey. I mean, coming from her, that's pretty much the gold standard of recommendations.
And, it doesn't even stop there. Chris Alban from the Wikimedia Foundation calls him, and this is a direct quote, the best machine learning educator currently in the field. When your guide gets this kind of praise, you know you're in very, very good hands.
Okay, so if Sebastian is our expert guide, then this is our map. Machine Learning Q&A isn't some 1,000-page textbook that'll put you to sleep. Nope. It's designed to be a practical, accessible chart to the most important landmarks in the entire AI world.
So, let's take a look at the key to this map, right? How it's all laid out. It breaks down the whole territory into 5 major regions. This structure gives you a really clear, logical path, taking you all the way from the fundamentals of neural networks to the truly expert-level skills of model evaluation.
All right, so let's start our tour in Part 1, Neural Networks and Deep Learning. You got to think of this as the foundational landscape. It's the engine room where all the core principles of modern AI are being forged.
And just check out some of the landmarks you'll find here. It covers these amazing concepts like the lottery ticket hypothesis, which is this fascinating idea that these massive neural networks actually have smaller, super efficient networks hidden inside them, almost like they won a lottery from the start. Plus, it dives deep into transformers and generative AI, the models that are basically changing everything right now.
Okay, moving on. The map then guides us through a whole series of specialized fields. We're talking computer vision, NLP, and all the way to production. This is where we see those core ideas get applied in these powerful real-world domains. And this is where you can really see the practical depth of this map. It doesn't just say, hey, large language models exist. No, it gets into the specific challenges of evaluating them, which is a huge deal that's often overlooked. I mean, how do you objectively score something for creativity or coherence? It gets you into the details that actually matter.
And this is absolutely crucial. The map takes you from theory to the real world. It covers the tough, practical challenges like making models run faster, dealing with data that changes over time, and embracing a data-centric approach. The idea that fixing your data is often way more powerful than just tweaking your model. This focus on what works in the real world, that's what separates the hobbyists from the pros.
All right, for the final leg of our tour, we arrive at what it takes to get to true mastery. This isn't just about building models anymore. It's about knowing with absolute certainty how well they actually work. This last part is all about rigor. It's about being precise. It guides you through sophisticated concepts like conformal predictions, which let you build models that don't just spit out an answer, but also give you a real mathematical guarantee of how certain they are. Mastering details like this, well, that's how you become a true expert.
So what's the big picture here? What's the transformation? Well, before you have a map like this, the world of AI feels overwhelming and just plain confusing. But with it, that chaos gets structured. That confusion becomes clear, and all that scattered knowledge becomes something you can actually act on. I love how Ronald Knussel puts it. He calls this the one-stop shop for getting beyond those basic intro courses. This map, it's your ticket to the next level of understanding and applying AI in the real world.
Okay, so our little tour is over. Now it's your turn. It's time to start your own journey. The map and the guide, they're ready and waiting for you.
So if you're the kind of person who likes a physical copy to highlight and stick notes in, you could buy a copy to have on your desk. And hey, if you find it as valuable as we think you will, maybe consider supporting the author. Subscribing to his blog or leaving a review, it helps make sure guides like him can keep charting these complex territories for the rest of us. But you know what? Here's the absolute best part. And honestly, it's the main reason we wanted to talk about this today. This entire map, every single chapter, is available online, right now, for free. It's just an incredible example of making essential knowledge open and accessible to absolutely everyone.
So, the path is there. The guide is ready. Your journey into the complex, fascinating world of AI can begin right now. The only question is, what's the first thing you're going to figure out?